Hey guys, welcome back to Buy the Book. Today we're going to take a look at March 3rd and March 4th. I'm going to just go through each day and time zone versus time zone today to keep it more simple. On March 3rd, there was an emergency cut to interest rates by the feds, and that's really what caused a lot of the volatility on that day. If you look at the 4 hour, you'll notice that there's a massive wick up here and then a push down. They said that they were going to I believe decrease the interest rate by 50 basis points, so pretty much half of a percent, right? You think that's small, but in terms of trillions, hundreds of trillions, then that's a really big number, right? With lower interest rates, you're gonna have more companies taking on more debt, or debt's cheaper, so there's gonna be more investments, more stimulation to the market, more money available to make more money, and GDP growth and all that good stuff for the economy. But let's start at the hourly and just see where we could have really plotted our lines. As far as the hourly goes, I forgot to add this guy over here. We have a low. We got a low from pre-market just in this area around 1 a.m. and we also got a high at around here. I ended up moving this only to line up with my stuff over here, but I think I also did that because the 30-minute had a better horizontal line to go with everything here. So on the hourly, we have the high up here and up here. At open, price pushed all the way up. Keep in mind, the emergency interest rate cut was at 10:01. So if we go to the 1 minute, just to show you, you'll see that where am I? 1 minute. March 3rd. Here we are. 10 o'clock. 10:01, I guess. 10 o'clock. Yeah, it happened at 10. My bad, not 10:01. But at 10 o'clock, like you see, a massive move. We just shot straight up, and this was easily, a $90, no, that's $80 move. Easily, in a few minutes. It's really nice how the chart actually respected this support here that was made. It's really nice. For me though, I don't know if I'd be able to catch that at open, since it was on the way down. I might be wary of buys just because coming from the last day and the day before that, we were in an uptrend. Excuse me. So let's look at the 30-minute and see if there's any more insight for March 3rd. March 3rd, again, right? So we actually opened going down before actually going up. So 9:30 open at the resistance, right, that I have here, from here to here, and then a push down. Once it pushed down, it got to the support area, right? The third time it's touching before pushing up. As far as opportunities go, the best one would have been the sells after the break over here. So this actually broke out quite a bit, right? This is $20-30 move, but it's a matter of when you actually got into this trade, right? Because price is going like this, right? It's going up and down, so you got to be really prepared for that. It's either you wait for the 30-minute or you wait for the 1 hour to close, which is what would have happened here. What else is there? To be honest, I don't see much else. I probably wouldn't feel too comfortable taking this, although it's a pin bar right over here at structure. You know what I mean? Let's look at the 15. On the 15-minute, you know, we see again the push down, right at open 9:30. Price push down. All right, we've seen that momentum, and then price push down again. So this probably would have been a perfect trade for someone like me, right? This only came back up $3 before pushing back down to support $16, right? And then again, after the Feds released that news, price pushed up. Boom. I don't know if I'd be able to cash this. Like, it was really wicky. For me though, I would have loved to take this trade down here, right? Catching sells after this candle closed, because you see we made a new low, we came back up to support where it became resistance and then pushed down. I'm sure on the lower time frame it'll show something a bit better. Let me just circle that for now. Which one? This one. I'll just circle this area. Is there anything else? You know, I don't see much else. Like, I use this as a resistance going into pre-market for the next day, but other than that, nothing else. So let's look at the 5-minute. 5-minute, we see, what do we see? So open 925, 930, push down again before going back up. I guess over here would have been a nice sell, right? Depending on how you like to play the bendy. For me, I would prefer the bendy at least down here, below the support, before I actually take the trade. Price came back up, right? Because I was a little fake out. And then for me, this is where I would have been comfortable taking the trade, in this area. On the close though, you see that came up $5, so I probably would have been stopped out, and I probably would have taken another sell and hopefully have gotten the $5 move, right? For me though, I think I would have wanted at least, you know, this down here, the $25 move, but you know, you can't always get everything. What else is there? That's about it. This would have been the next safest move. I don't like this bendy only because of the candle prior to that, kind of from the pin bar. Another move we have is over here, right? We see that price ended up pulling up and then down to where we broke structure and then continue up. For me, this would have been a no-brainer, right? We can take it back up to at least here, back to the structure. Another area would have been over here as well too, right? Where, yeah, I see that we come down. Oh, right here as well. But I see that we come down, right? But then we push up, where we're breaking structure here, pull down, and then another push. And this again would have been an easy $5 move, easily. So now let's move to the 4th. On the 4th, we literally just went straight up. Initially I did have buys in, but I just didn't hold them long enough. You know, I still was able to get my $5 take profit, which I'm really happy about, because again, right, if you're able to capture $5 a day, right, that'll be able to scale up so easily, so easily. So that $5 that I capture now is the equivalent to about $25 to $50 depending on what I open. And you know, you multiply that by 10, that's a $500 day, $250 day, easy, right? You have 3 of those, $750 or $1,500, right, depending on how big or what size you open up. But it's really about consistency. So now for the hourlies, what I did was I really just dragged everything over, right? I see that we had a spot over here. Oh, excuse me. I see that we had a spot over here. We had this low over here to play with, and then also this over here on the hourly / 30-minute. Other than that, there wasn't much. Once price was able to close up here, it was I was pretty certain that price would actually continue going up. I didn't get into any more positions because I think I took about 3 to 4 trades today. I didn't want to really over trade. Over here is actually a really nice bendy. I don't know who would have taken the sells now, but you know, if you were on your computer and you had the opportunity, those sells would have been really good. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. So on 30-minute, we see a nice little consolidation here. I didn't recognize that until just now. With a nice little consolidation, right? Price was trapped in between here. Price was in a $26 range, which is very nice, right? So if you even took buys down here, over here, you would have been perfectly fine to capture the move, at least past the consolidation, right? For consolidations, they easily double, you know, what you would have, what your take profit would be, depending on how big they are. Thing is with this is tricky though, right? At open, since we did push down, you'd want to assume that we'd probably continue, but the structure was telling us otherwise, right? On the 30-minute, we have a resistance over here, right? This resistance becomes support in the pre-market, and then we build another support that we use on the 30-minute before breaking through it, right? You know, or we know that this is a minor, right? Only because it's really like the first time we're using it, and then also it hasn't become resistance to support like the way this has, right? Since this was resistance and became support, it's much stronger and usable than a support up here that has not really become a resistance, right? Because what do you call it, the I guess the balancing act between buyers and sellers are not really changing when you have a minor support. But anyway, when it comes back down here, right, to where resistance has become support, this is where, you know, your best trades would have been taken in this price range, the 30, 38, 30, 40. And then again, right, depending on the size of your body, you can take double that. So if the body of this consolidation is 25, 27, you can take 50, right? And this only took 4 hours, which is a decent amount of time for a $50 take profit in my eyes, right? Another really nice area would have been over here. We have a nice bendy over here. Got a consolidation right there. Let's move to the 15-minute. On the 15-minute, we have consolidation again, which is also a 30-minute bendy, and then we also have price coming back down to retest that consolidation before pushing back up. Here's another bendy forming over here. Depending on the type of trader you are, you may take it back up. On the hourly, it's different though, because it's pointing down. I'm making a video, mom.
Oh, sorry.
5 minute, same thing. The area where we do have consolidation, price does stay within it, but it's a little more wavy. If you were to try to play a bendy, it'd be a lot more difficult since the closes that we have aren't exactly above support or resistance. Usually it's in the range. So like at open, we have an opportunity over here. See, for me, this would have probably failed, right? Because we have $3.50 stop loss, and usually my max is $3. But this actually ends up going down $10-15, which is again solid. If you were anticipating the move up though, you could have actually played one of these bendies over here or even over here, right? again, it's really discretionary if you're in between a range. Once price actually broke out though, the bendings were much more reliable. So if we look at something like this, right, you'll see that price made a new high, closed, bent back down, and then pushed up again, right? You got to keep in mind how big this consolidation is. So this was about $8. So you could expect at least $8 from this, right? Which it did easily. That's pretty much the session. I'm expecting this to continue going up, at least back up to here, right, where you know it's 3134. That's still another $40 to move, and then from here it'll decide if it needs to get up to here or even up here. But that's about it, guys. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, let me know down below. And as always, risk on.